Okay, so welcome to all of you in this new session. I am Amit, I am the PGT Mathematics at the BK Birla Center for Education. And today our motive is to look at the change in the syllabus for the grade 9th in the upcoming session 26-27. And the changes which we are going to see, we will concentrate only on our subject, the mathematics. If you want to see the changes in other subject, you can just go to NCERT handbook website and you can just download the complete draft material and you can check out the syllabus for the other subject too. But our concentration in this session is only on the mathematics topic, and we are going to see all the 15th chapter which is going to be the part of the new book, and we are going to see all the chapter, and we will see that what is the content is going to be inside in the following chapters, and we will go slowly one by one and we will discuss all the chapters. But before I will go on the all such parts, I want to say that there are so plenty of the things change in the new syllabus, and I will see all the things which change is a witness of that the CBSE is really promoting the application competency based education. We will see that the all that new topic which is included in the or which is going to be included in the new textbooks of the mathematics, they all are just for promoting the application based education, so that student will only not do the rote learning but will understand the what is the real use of all the things which he is learning in the book and how he can use in the real life, right? And we will see that there are so many changes. Let me come on my first slide and we will see what's here. So, as you can see that the chapter number 1 which is going to be included in the grade 9th textbook is coordinate geometry. I'm not saying this would be a chapter number 1. The chapter number could vary, but this would be the one of the chapter of your mathematics textbook once the new textbook is going to be launched. And as you can see, the coordinate geometry is a current chapter also. If you are active teacher of 9th, I hope you may know. But what are the changes in this chapter? As you can see, the first topic, obviously, it would be a start. We will start the coordinate geometry from the basic coordinate system, the abscissa and ordinate. We are going to start from there, and furthermore, which is right now that is still there, but furthermore we will go in one more step down and we will do the discussion of distance formula in the class 9th itself. That is the major change. Till now the distance formula was the part of the 9th of the 10th standard, but now if you have a 2 point, you need that students will learn how to find out the distance between them in class 9th itself. That's the first change which you are seeing here. And the second change which you are seeing here is to find out the midpoint of any line segment. Maybe we will not going to introduce the entire section formula as per the change, but we need to introduce how to find out the midpoint of a line. All right, and that would be our second topic which is going to be add up in the new textbook in the coordinate geometry, right? And the third point which you can see here, that we may not go for more than 3 point, but if you have a 3 coordinates in the coordinate system, in the Cartesian coordinate system, then we need to teach to student, then just by looking at that coordinates, how can we tell that what shape is going to be make there, whether they will make triangle or whether they will not make triangle. If they will make triangle, which type of triangle they are going to make, whether they will make a equilateral triangle or isosceles or right angle triangle or scalar triangle, that all thing we need to teach to the students, and right. And one more important thing which you are seeing at the last is the application real life use of coordinate geometry. That is the main thing, that apart from all such that mathematical thing, we need to teach to the student like how can we model a real life problem to the coordinate geometry. And we will see maybe in the NCERT book itself that there are so many real life and there are so many competency and real life application based question is going to be included in the textbook itself. So that would be the chapter number 1 which is going to be included in the 9th standard mathematical textbook. Okay, after that the chapter number 2 which is going to be included is the polynomial, as a polynomial is chapter number 2 even in the current book too. But what are the changes here? If you are seeing, again we will start from definition of a polynomial, then we will reach on the degree of a polynomial which is same as current. We will introduce the linear polynomials, but the main thing is after introducing the linear polynomial, we will again go on the application of it. We will try to find out some real life application. We will try to there would be some question in the textbook, and there would be, apart from that, you can give more question in the worksheet, in the test session, in other things, where you need to include the application of this linear polynomial. The same thing, how can we model the real life problems, real life application, and how can we model into the linear polynomials, right? And we will see that how the linear polynomial can come from a pattern. Pattern recognition is an important technique, and that is going to be included here, that if the pattern is a linear pattern, if the common difference and the common change is same in the pattern, then it can model into a linear polynomial. We will see that how can we do it, how a linear growth and linear decay problems can be modeled into a linear polynomial. That would be one of the big change. The application is a big change in all over the chapters. And then we will see that the standard equation of a linear polynomial, which is given by ax plus b, what the a represent here and what the b represent here. If you will just plot them on the graph, then a represent the slope and b represent where the polynomial is cutting on the y-axis, on the ordinate axis, right? So we'll see that what's the meaning of a and b, and if I will change a, how this linear growth or linear decay is going to be changed, and if I will change b, how this decay and growth is going to be changed. That will be all over the polynomial chapter. Okay, apart from just introducing the degree and the minor thing, we will go one step more and we will discuss about the application, right? And that will be our chapter number 2. Then the chapter number 3, the number system. Again, it could be a chapter number 1. I am not saying it would be chapter number 3 itself. It could be chapter number 1 too. And this chapter will again start from a basic number system. We'll start from natural number, then we will go to the whole number, then we will discuss integers, then we will discuss about maybe the real rational numbers, and then we will discuss about how can we represent rational numbers on the number line, and then we will discuss about the density of a rational number, that if you will take any two rational number, you can find infinite many rational number in between them, and we will learn the different methods of doing it. And then we will see that is a topic which is currently also present, that if I will represent the rational number into a decimal form, then there is a pattern here, whether the decimal will terminate or decimal will not terminate, then when it will start to repeat. We will see all such things, and then after introducing all such things and we'll do the sufficient number of problems, we will reach on the irrational number. We will define irrational number for the student, it will be new for the student, and we will define and we will prove some of the numbers which cannot be rational, and we will give a proof by contradiction, and last we will try to represent this irrational number on the number line, and we will see that, or we will teach to the student that how it's make a square root spiral. That would be going to be a chapter number 3 in the new textbooks. Okay, then we will reach on the chapter number 4, and once we will reach on the chapter number 4, there's the same chapter number 4 which you can see in the current textbook too, the introduction of a Euclid geometry, the axioms and postulates, where obviously we are going to define all the axioms and postulates given by Euclid. But before going on the topic, the first thing you can see the history of geometry, where we are going to see that the geometry is not only a modern thing, but it's even present in our old Vedas, where the people doing the different rituals, we are using geometry, and our forefathers were using the geometries, and we will see that how the geometry starts and how the people start to do the geometry and how it's become important in our day-to-day life. And then we will see that this constructing a square is not a new thing, but in our different Vedas it's already included, and we will going to integrate our Vedas with the mathematics, and it would make the things more interesting for our students. And then we will see the axioms and postulates of Euclid, and we will see that how this basic Euclid axiom and postulate is much important to prove and to look at the different type of geometries. And after learning that, the chapter number 5, which is going to be lines and angles, where we can see all the thing which is currently also part of syllabus, where we will define what are the different type of lines, we will define what are the different type of angles, and we will discuss the different theorems which are related to the angles. We will define the different type of angle as acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, reflex angle, and complete angle, and all such angle we are going to define. And we will define that the adjacent angles, and we are going to define the linear pair, the supplementary angles, the complementary angles, and we will define the linear pair theorem and the converse. And then we will reach on that how the contradiction proof could be important in geometry. You will see that different type of proofs can be done by using a powerful tool in the mathematics that prove by contradiction. And we will see the importance of it, and then we will prove that vertically opposite angles are equal in case of intersecting lines, right? And then we will see the transitivity in a parallelism. This is the same transitivity if you have a you have a three pair of three lines. If the first two lines are parallel, last two lines are parallel, then first and last line will also be parallel. This is the transitivity which we are going to introduce to the students. And that is not only in case of parallelism, there are so many properties where we can see the transitivity, and we will see those things, right? Um, and then we will see there are so many, apply computational thinking to analyze geometric ideas by breaking construction into ordered steps using axioms and postulates as rule. And we'll see so many proof where we are going to do by using geometrical ideas, and by doing the different constructions we are going to prove so many important results. And we will try to build up a creativity in the student, then how can he see the geometry in a different look, and how he can make his own construction, and how by using his own creativity he can prove so many things in the geometry, right? And that would be the agenda of the chapter number 5, lines and angles, right? And then we'll come on the chapter number 6, and that would be the entirely new chapter which is going to be introduced in the session in the new textbook. And here we are going to see the same thing, the different type of patterns, namely the arithmetic progression and geometric progression. The both things is going to be included in 9th standard itself, wherever the arithmetic progression is a current topic of 10th standard, and geometric progression is the current topic of 11th standard. But both topic is going to be integrated in 9th standard book itself. And you will see, and there is a one of more important and very interesting application of the pattern recognition is a Hanoi puzzle, the Tower of Hanoi puzzle. And you will see what interesting in that, and that would be our session, that would be our, the new textbook, that would be one of the chapter, the sequence and progression. And after that we will come on the chapter number 7, the triangles, where we are going to discuss about the congruency. In all theorem there is no change in it, but only the competency based question is going to be add up more here. Whether all things are here, you are going to read about the 5 different congruency, namely SAS, SSS, ASA, AAS and RHS. And by using that we are going to define, and we are going to prove so many theorems, right? And after completing this chapter we will come on the chapter number 8, where we are going to discuss about the mensuration. And in this mensuration there are so many chapters going to be integrated. We are going to discuss about the parameter of a plane shapes. We will discuss about a parameter of circle by introducing the pi and its irrationality. The length of arc we are going to introduce here itself. Area of a plane shape, rectangle, parallelogram, triangle, and we are going to discuss all the areas. And triangle we are going to discuss the area by using Heron's formula too. And then we will discuss about the area of a circle. We will do the derivation of it, how can we reach on the area of a circle which is given by pi r square, how it came, and what is the use of pi here, and why the r square comes here. And then area of a sector of a circle itself is going to be introduced. This area of a sector and length of arc is a current topic of 10th, now it's going to be included in 9th itself. And then we will see how can we find out the area of a cyclic quadrilateral, and particularly we are going to do it by using the Brahma-Gupta formula. You will see what is that. And then we'll see how the Heron's formula is a special case of Brahma-Gupta formula itself. So we'll see that how these important formulas, which is very important for finding out the areas, it comes from our Vedas itself, and our forefathers were using it from the very before, right? And then we'll come on the chapter 9. It could be initial chapter, I mentioned it as chapter 9, but the numbering could be changed, where we'll see all the algebraic identities, and we are going to discover it by doing the various practical things by using the algebraic tiles. And we'll see, and we will going to discover all the things, right? And then we will come on the chapter number 10, which will be a chapter on the quadrilateral. And again all the theorems which is currently present in the 9, it will come here. But what are the changes here? Here we are not only going to do the proof by using the congruency and by using the Euclid postulated axioms, but we are going to do all the proofs by using the chart papers and measurements, and by using the geometry box. This would going to promote the activity based learning. Obviously the abstract proofs are important, but before coming on the abstract proof, we are going to motivate it by using the activity and by using the different models and different ways. And then we will reach on the circle chapter. It could be a before chapter than the measurement chapter, but it could be a chapter where we will discuss about the different terminologies in case of circles, and we are going to discuss the different theorem of circles, and which is already included in the ninth standard itself. There is not a big change, but again our Vedas is going to make the thing interesting. We will see that how in case of Ashok chakra, in case of Sudarshan chakra, in case of Dharma chakra, how the circles were using already in our Vedas, and we will see the different contexts once the book would be launched. And then we will come on the linear equation in two variable, the chapter number 12, where all things are same, but you will see the method of substitution, method of elimination, and graphical method. All three methods to solve the system of equation is going to be included in ninth standard itself. So the student will not only going to learn about a basic modeling of a linear equation in two variable problem, but they will learn how to solve it, which is currently in the 10th standard, but now it's going to be included in the ninth standard itself. And then we will reach on the mensuration, where the student is going to learn about cuboid, the cube, the cylinder, the cone, the pyramid, sphere, hemisphere, and the volume of them, and the real life application and the comparison. All things is going to be included in the ninth standard itself, where we can see the pyramid is a new thing which is not included, but it's going to become now. The student will going to learn about the pyramid, and the student is going to learn about the volume itself in the ninth standard, right? So that is the thing. And then statistics we will come up on. There is no change, but one of the big change in the statistics is the skill. What are the skills which we are getting by learning the statistic? The skill of decision making and the skill of data analysis. So we will see so many problems where we will going to use the statistics in the daily life problems, right? And then we will come on the probability, and we will see that there are the different things in the probability which is included. All the deleted thing is going to be come back in the probability, and again the computational thickening, the pattern recognition and simulation in probability is going to be a big topic now. So that's all the things which we are going to be study and which is going to be changed in the ninth standard itself. And if you will see all the thing, then you will find that all the changes is really going to promote the application based learning. So we all are waiting for the new textbook. Once the textbook will come, we will come back again and we will see the changes in the detail. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.